What's up, guys? Got a new product unveiled. Got dials, not switches, coming to you March 21st, 22nd. Again, March 21st, 1300 East Coast time for all the guys on Patreon. March 22nd, 1300 East Coast time for everybody else. Let's get into it, man. One of my favorite collections, one of my favorite things to talk about is really developing dials, not switches. Switches meaning I flicked a switch and I live this professional mindset at my full ability for as long as I can. The issue with that is you start stacking families and extra things to draw your bandwidth on top of it, and you really can't multitask, and you end up just throwing that lever on one thing and everything else becomes a distraction. Ultimately, it's not what you want, your long-term goal. We're trying to find that balance that everybody talks about. So I envision a switchboard. I have my family on one dial, I have my passion, my profession on the other one. When it's time to be, super dedicated to my passion, whatever my profession is, I roll that dial all the way over to 10. I'm not thinking about anything else. The moment I leave this one, I back it down to 0, and then I turn up that family dial to give them full time and attention that they fully deserve. It's very hard to find that balance, and to me, my revelation was really dials, not switches, after diving way down the rabbit hole, and hopefully it helped you guys as much as it's helped me. Let's get into it. First one we got, gain. Doing this one espresso in black. Dials, not switches up front, and then the gain, just that literal dial in the back. Just showcasing yourself. When it's time to go all in, we're going to power all the way to 10. No distractions. When it's time to not, we power it down, and we take the family down, and we roll that thing all the way over. Try to find that balance we're all searching for. Got that espresso in black. Also have a straight black option. Everybody's a sucker for a black t-shirt, me included. Again, dials, not switches on the front. The gain on the back. This one we're calling Conscious Effort, another black tee. I love that hit up front. Dials, not switches, right above left chest. I thought Josh killed this one. I love the brain is in control. That's why we call it conscious effort. You have to make a conscious effort to make the dials, not the switches. I have an whole evening routine I go through. I've talked about it ad nauseum on here. Adopt yourself a routine that allows you the ability to shift from one passion to the other one. That's your professional life, that's your passion, whatever it might be. Now it's time to transition to go home. You got to find the balance, boys, and you have to develop it in your mind first. Next black tee, calling this the Lotus. I love this graphic, dude. Got the quad tubes, got the skelly on it. The flames on the outside are really your resistance to all the external bandwidth you're putting on there. You're kind of in that zen state where I'm in full control. I'm not thinking about this because it doesn't serve this purpose in my life. When I dial that dial all the way down to 0, I'm not affecting any of that inside of my circle right now. That's why he's trying to fight off all the flames. I love that shirt, dude. Looks great on body. You guys killed it with that design. That's a Lotus. Now we're over to the tanks. We got a gain tank. Again, dial's not switched on the front. The gain on the back. Then a straight dial's not switches tank. I'm a sucker for a tank top, dude. I probably have 300 of these things. Then again, that big dial on the back side, it's a conversation starter, man. You see a dude in the gym, you see him eyeballing your tank. He wants to ask you what dials, not switches means. Tell him. This is a universal message that makes everybody else better and preserve a long, happy life, dude. If you can develop dials, not switches, be one of the best things you could ever do. Transition over. Now over to the hoodies. Got a Lotus hoodie. That midweight tank, or that midweight hoodie we always run with. I love these things. They fit great on body. Clean design, not heavy, not stiff. Did a really great job with that. Knocked out one more in brown. Just clean. Dials over switches up top. No hit on the back. Same weight material we always use. I love these things. Here's your hoodie options. All right, boys, on the hats now. Knocking out dials, not switches. Khaki. Subdued back hit. I love this thing, man. You guys killed it with that design. That puff embroidery just looks so clean. Onto a charcoal. Got the heat transfer on there. Nice and clean. It's got that rubberized textured feel to it. Blacked out G on the back. Got a bunch of requests for some different camo options. We knocked out mossy oak for you guys. We used to wear this stuff back in the day. Kind of nostalgic to throw back in there. Just break up the natural military camo with something off the shelf. Subdue G on the back of that. And then a ton of requests for dad hats in different colorways. We knocked out a maroon or a burgundy, however you guys want to call it, with the gold contrast GBRS scoop on the back. I love this hat collection, man. You boys crushed it. Oh, got a pennant. A bunch of guys were asking for something they want to throw inside their cubicle, inside their locker, inside their team room, inside their locker room, whatever. Something quick you can pin on there is a constant reminder. Whatever you're doing right now, as you transition to go back home, we got to power it down, man. That family, whoever's waiting for you back home, they deserve full-time attention, full-time bandwidth. We can't do it if we're dragging home that profession, that passion, back in the home front. Dials not switches, boys. We got a sticker pack. All the designs that Josh and the boys crushed. Now one easy sticker pack for you guys. So many water bottles, slap them on the back of your cars, inside your lockers, back of your helmet, wherever you guys want them. Did those for you. And last but not least, we had so many guys asking about my morning routine and the cuffs and the bangles and what they all mean. And I know you guys have all seen the 10-digit grid we have for the company here. We all wear those. We decided we were going to make some, just say it straight up, dials not switches. I've reversed this thing so I can read it. Just a subtle reminder to myself, no matter how stressful my day is, I'm not trying to drag it back home with me. So I look down at my wrist and I tell myself dials not switches. And I swear that little mental check and that little mental reset, it helps me so much. And I hope it helps you guys too. Fellas, it's a collection, dials not switches again, March 21st, $1,300 for everybody on Patreon. If you're interested, GBRS group. Or it's patreon.com/GBRS group. Check us out there. Sign up on any one of the tiers, 3, 2, or 1. You get access to the vault. Gives you 24-hour early access before everybody else. For everybody on Gen Pop, March 22nd, 1300 East Coast time. Site goes live. Grab everything you guys want and help spread the message. Trying to develop dials, not switches. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon.